So these are words that the Lord has revealed to me by his Spirit for me to make known to his people. And especially with this topic that we're in, the topic of the fallen, the topic of angels mating with women, the topic of incursions into the earth of creatures who were not given the right and the authority by the Lord Jesus Christ to come out of their first domain and begin to mingle themselves with the seed of men, such that there have now been terrible consequences upon the human race. Humanity as we know it is no longer pure. And as we go deeper into these things, it's very, very important to me that if you come to this channel, you will come to this channel with a heart that is willing to hear what the Lord is saying. So if you come to this channel and you are so full of yourself, I spoke in multiple videos what the Bible calls the anatomy of a fool. And foolishness is being full of error and yet thinking that that error is truth. It is a very foolish thing not to know something that you think you know or claim to know, because what happens is if you are full of error, if you are full of the pride and the arrogance of thinking that you actually know something when you don't, because the Lord has not chosen to reveal it to you at this stage in your life, or because you have been in societies or you have been in communities where all the information available is corrupted, which means it is not genuine, it is not of the Spirit of the Lord, it is not true, and yet you have believed upon this with all your heart, you are at great risk of walking in this continued ignorance, which is foolishness, until the day that these things come to fruition upon the earth. And then you will find yourself in that tragic community that I call the Luke 21:26, where it says men's hearts failing them for the things that will come upon the earth. So there are things that are going to come upon the earth. There are things that are already upon the earth, and they are beginning to, what can I say, to stretch themselves like a man who was sleeping in a bed, who all of a sudden, because of an internal clock in him, wakes up and realizes it's high time that I woke up. And that person sleeping in that bed, unfortunately, is the devil. That person sleeping in that bed is Satan. All the wickedness and the evil that we see upon the earth at present is nothing to be compared to the things that will come upon the earth in the last days. And so if you are someone who has been laboring under many of the prevalent misconceptions that are here in the United States, misconceptions about the time that the Lord Jesus will be coming back to receive his church to him in glory, misconceptions about who this nation in the Bible called Mystery Babylon is, misconceptions about this topic that I am handling right now at the moment with the Lord's help, that angels came into this earth and mated with women. If you are deceived about these things, then I put it to you, it would help you to get yourself a clue. It would help you to get yourself some information. It would help you to realize that if you are full of error, then you are in danger of walking and living as a fool, one who has no room for new information that will shift and change the paradigm, shift and change the understanding, so that you can come into the end times wisdom that is the Lord. So I'm reading out the real-time revelations of the Lord Jesus Christ. And so to those who have a heart to receive these things, you will be blessed by them. You will be taught by them. Even if they are initially frightening or outside of your purview, which means the worldview that you had, the mindset, the perspectives that you had, if you will take some time. This is not a channel where 1 or 2 videos is going to do it for you. There are about 150 videos here, and last I checked, I still have about 300 prophetic words of the Lord to get through. This is why I've said that I'm not going to be making every single video. I'm only going to make a certain group of videos per theme as the Spirit of the Lord leads, and then I will move on to the treatment of another matter.